5, 4, 3, 2...
Oh.
Are we on yet?
Yeah, you are.
Alright. Hello everybody. My name's YourEverydaySpeedrunner, the guy whose name is so long it causes technical issues. I'll be running Sonic Adventure 2 Dark Story, which means that we're edgy. I just made a new save file. And before the run started, I set up a small glitch that skips the emblem cutscene. Because normally after every level, you get like the emblem counter goes up with 1. We skip that. It doesn't do anything in-game time-wise, which we would normally time it by, but it makes everything a bit faster real-time. Just to give myself a little bit more leeway. Sneaky little cheating. Alright, and we'll be playing Dark Story. And I'll explain the rest as it comes along, I think. Raz?
Yes?
Can I get a countdown from you?
Sure. And we can go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. So, the first level is Iron Gates. It's a mech stage, which means we play as Eggman, who sits in a giant mech suit shooting things. These levels are basically built up of running and gunning and shooting gallery sections. Right now we're running and gunning, and you'll know when I'm in a shooting gallery section. These mechs are a bit difficult to control, because retaining speed is more than annoying, to say the least. Right now it's a bit of a shooting gallery. I have to wait for the elevator to be all the way down. There is another elevator which we have to wait for in this level. Yeah, one thing I'll be attempting is a ring route, which gives me just enough rings at a certain checkpoint to get a speed boost, to get the speed shoes, which are useful for Eggman. Saves about a second. So, alright. Looks okay. Alright. I'm all set up. So right now I'll be looking down here to see where the elevator goes, because you'll see, I have to time something. In the meantime, you can enjoy the amazing music from this game. Oh, that's a bit slow. There you see. I had 80 rings when I touched the checkpoint. That means I get speed shoes. That's not just to this level, that's every level. And I skipped one door there. Alright. And the first stage is almost done. Alright, that's the first stage done. In 209, average for me. I hope my controller meshing isn't too obnoxious. So right now, we're gonna meet Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog. Right off the bat, we get to do a boss fight with him. Alright. Get 1 hit in. 2 hit. Ooh, that was a bit slow. 3 hit. Let's see if we can activate a little glitch. Yeah, I couldn't. Alright, I'm gonna get that safety ring, just in case, because of that. This fight is already really slow. If Hotshot would like to cooperate here. There we go, that was embarrassing. So, we'll talk about the shadow stages later. We're now going to talk about Rouge, which does treasure hunting, which is all RNG. Let's see how RNG is gonna treat us. Alright, offering. So you see, I'll be grabbing those hints, which correlate to certain pieces. Right now, I'm looking around the stage to see if I can spot any right out of the bat, but I can't. Oh wait, offering is right here, right there. Protector of the pond. That's back where we started. In this direction. Maybe, I hope not, you'll see in later stages that the translation of those hints is not always perfect. Because when this game got translated from Japanese, multiple things went horribly wrong. Including voice lines, which you will know in the Faker cutscene. If you haven't ever seen that, you'll be in for a treat. Alright. 106. Not too great of RNG. But I'll go with it. So up next is Sand Ocean. Or as I like to call it, Salt Ocean. Because it's my biggest reset point in this run. I'll be going for the first cycle strategy, which isn't the fastest strategy, but the one I'm most comfortable with. If I somewhat fail it, I can always fall back on later cycles. I prefer this over a frame perfect jump. Or not jump, frame perfect shot. Right here. So I'll also show off some other mech movements. If I move in one direction and then switch myself directly to the opposite direction, Eggman slides a bit and keeps the momentum like I did there. You can do that rather fast. Alright, I don't think I will reach the first cycle. No, I missed it. So I'm now in the second cycle, which happens about 99% of the time for me. So the rest of the stage is tight platforming. Because the floor is lava here, well, sand, but if we hit the sand, we'll sink in it. So if the host has anything to say while I just run and gun my way through the stage.
Sure, always. We are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. Due to the situation surrounding COVID-19, we're currently doing our extended BSG online event instead of our week-long annual, with streamers from both the Benelux and the rest of the world bringing you entertainment during the lockdown. We are raising money for Mind, which is a nationwide organization committed to prevent mental health issues and to support everyone who has dealt with mental issues themselves or within their family. All of your donations will go to Mind.
Alright, thank you. You just saw me go on a little bit of a merry-go-round. There is a way to skip it, called merry-go skip, I believe. But at the moment I wanted to go for it, I thought, nah, I'm not. The trick has not been treating me nicely lately, so I'm just gonna... I just set out to a merry-go-round and get a 210. For the way I played the stage, not half bad. So now we get our first shadow stage. And these shadow stages, they are the best for speedrunning. Simply because Shadow and Sonic are fast. They are meant to go fast. Yeah, that's about it. They're meant to go fast. As you can see, I'm spin dashing downhill. That makes us go faster because for some reason the game doesn't cap our speed when we do that. In other runs, that's used to our advantage to skip big portions of levels. The City Escape skip is one of those. Alright, here I'm gonna use a trick called Storage. As you could see, I walked underneath the big roller pin. What I did was I held B, which is the spin dash and somersault button. But because the game has to decide whether or not you're actually going for a somersault or a spin dash. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Anyway, where was I? When the game is deciding if you're going for a somersault or a spin dash, before the spin dash goes into charging, you get the hitbox of a somersault, which allows you to walk under objects you would normally have to somersault under. That was also not what I wanted to do, but fine. We'll do it this way. Let's see if we can do this right now, because there's a spring in that metal crate. Metal crates we are not supposed to be able to break yet, but the hitbox extends outwards, so we can hit it nonetheless. Alright, jump off here, hit that spring, very good. Now we're just gonna slide down the edge of this bridge, and I took it very safe here because the hitbox of these rails are very, very deceptive. And I knew that was going to happen, and I still let it happen. Where does the game spawn me back? Oh, right here. Not off to a great start. But well, let's just keep going and pretend this is all RNG manipulation. What went wrong there before I died was that I was on the rail backwards. So the game gave me my forward momentum in the wrong direction when I went off the rails. Let's see if I can hit this. Alright. Because when you hit like one of those balls you swing on, as soon as you hit them, you can jump, and you will jump off in the right direction right off the bat. Right there, I just did a little optimization by skipping the loop-de-loop. I mean, loop-de-loops are cool, but they also can be very slow. Alright, that was Radical Highway. So right off the bat, we're gonna have another Rouge stage, which means more RNG. I hope you guys are in for a treat. Gonna have a small cutscene we can't skip yet. And maybe talk a bit about Dark Story compared to Hero Story. Dark Story is a bit more gimmicky than Hero Story. This is one of the stages where you will be able to see it. Because there is this giant scuttle beetle, I think they're called. Scarabs, whatever. That will hunt us down. And I'm not going in the direction of the key we're looking for, because in this stage we're looking for keys, not pieces of the Master Emeralds. And I think, yeah, it's right here. Let's see if I can get it this way. Yeah, right there. And it's a hint computer here. Snake Flame. Gonna guess I'm gonna get hit here. Yeah. The Scarab Beetle hits us when it sees us, or tries to hit us, and we can avoid it by going into the shadows or gaining a lot of distance in between itself and us. You can see, as you saw right there, ran through the shadows. Right. Oh yeah, Snake Flame was right over here. I went really the wrong direction. Wasn't there a hint here? Yeah. Conda's Egg. I'm gonna guess it's in the green room, because yeah, these rooms also have particular colors. Would have liked a piece in the green room a bit earlier, because it would have allowed us to Death Warp. It's gonna be this one. Yeah, it's gonna be this one. If you get a piece in the green room and you die, your next piece will be in the red room, and that's where you respawn. And if you die, you will keep the pieces you've already collected. So now we're going to be in Lost Colony, which is an Eggman stage. The gimmick of the stage was supposed to be that it was very dark and very hard to see. And you have these red flashing lights which would temporarily allow you vision. When they ported this game, they kind of messed that up. So it's broad as daylight here. And if host has anything to say while I run and gun my way down the stage again.
Always. We have an upcoming incentive for Pokemon Shield and Sword.
Ooh, tell us about it.
It will be a race Shield versus Sword, where you can pick the names of the characters. There is an incentive for the Drillbur name choice, the Eternus name choice. The top 2 will be chosen because there will be 2 games. We got a Growlithe name choice, Score Bunny, and Sable.
Alright. I just got a fairly important upgrade, which is the Jet Hover. I was thinking of the name, I don't even know if I got the right name. Which allows us to skip massive portion of the stage, because this thing is programmed really weird. If I jump and hover right afterwards, I get a lot of height, and the more frame perfect I do it, the more height I will gain. And I just died there. Cool. And if you do, and you can do that with pause buffering. Right, like that. Hit the button. Oh yeah, and the thing you will see me do in these stages is jump in front of doors, which slows me down just a bit, just enough so I don't bonk into the door, so I can keep going a bit easier. Alright, and here's another, pretty much an auto-scroller, so host. You know what you need to do, right?
I do. I lost the thing. Oh, there. We want to thank ESA for supporting the event and for allowing us to stream on their channel. For information about their upcoming events and any changes due to COVID-19, be sure to check out esamarathon.com. And if you're from the UK and you would like to attend an event similar to BSG, we highly recommend checking out UKSG. UKSG is an event in Glasgow running 4 times a year for young minds.
Yeah, UKSG is pretty great. They got tea and crumpets. Just saying.
Crumpets are pretty good.
That's why I'm saying that they have it. And host, did you like the hover jumping mechanic?
I did.
Alright, this next stage, a weapons bet, is another Eggman stage. I know, 2 back to back, great game design. We're gonna skip quite a bit of it. Mainly one upgrade that was forced upon us, in air quotes. Because the bazooka allows us to break metal boxes. We've seen those a couple of times in the game already. But we can just jump past it. We're jumping here, here, and there. We just skipped it. That was bazooka skip. I think they call it. I don't know, I'm not really good with names. I'm gonna call it bazooka skip. It's really easy. You might be able to just do that as a casual, even. Takes no practice at all. And this game doesn't really ask you to to break any other metal crates that you couldn't jump around or over with hover jumping. Right here. I'm just gonna run around the rail. Jump on here, so I don't have to. Gonna do this a slow way, but it's fun. Alright. That's almost the stage done. We've got one jump, albeit attempting at least once. Come on, nah. Alright, I'm not gonna go for it anymore. You can jump up on that satellite with enough height, and you can fly all the way to the end, instead of what I'm doing. Just... no. instead of what I doing, which was dying apparently. So now we get to try to jump again. It's not off to a great start. Not at all. Come on. Alright. Apparently not. We got sniped. Now I'm gonna take it super safe. And just land here. Jump around. That wasn't even a challenge to jump around. Those boxes are there for no apparent reason, because actually jumping around them was a bit too easy. So, now we get another boss fight, which is Tails. This incarnation of Tails is rather easy. Let's see if I can get the right angle. Alright. Didn't get an early head on in, but that's fine. And that was Tails. With the onboard cannon that shoots a smaller bullet with a cannon on Eggman's mech, it's a bit annoying because it's slightly towards the right compared to Tails' mech, which is centered. So aiming with it can be a bit tricky. And here's Security Hole, which gave me nice nightmares as a kid because you're on a timer and I didn't know how treasure hunting stages worked. We need to find several Chaos Emeralds. And this first piece is not too great, but at least know where it is. This is one of the stages where translation was not done well at all. Let's see, it can be that robot. It was that robot. Air condition of the security hole. Alright, that was quite good RNG actually. Now I'm just gonna fall down here. The next one is empty. Ooh, I'm gonna gamble and hope it's a blue safe. It's not, it's yellow, right? It's a yellow safe. It's this one. Alright, so now we need to open up the yellow safes by going back up. And the yellow key is right about here. Oopsie daisy. Normally I should have found a way to turn off the paperweight, whatever you call it, slamming thing. I should have turned it off to make it safely into that hole, but why wait when you can't? We also can't. So we just had a boss fight, so we're gonna have one again. This is Flying Dog, and I forgot how to manipulate this boss, so I'm just gonna go for something, I guess. Right off the bat we can spin jump here, which I missed. So I'm gonna jump on these boxes, hit him like that. He's gonna go this way, alright. Hit him again there. Gonna stand in this corner, fly in him. Fly into this corner. And alright, that didn't work. I was hoping I could keep him in that corner. But I'm just gonna do it the old school way, I suppose. Alright, right there. So, up next is another Shadow stage. Finally, because we haven't seen Shadow in a while. It's White Jungle, and you guys, this stage, not too important. We've got 10 minutes to finish this stage. It's almost laughable how much time that is. I don't know anyone that's ever failed this stage because of time, or not enough time. Alright, I was trying to use storage there, but I'm just going to somersault. What is important is the boss fight right after this. through the loop-de-loop. Jump over that because it's a bit faster. Alright, good. Yeah, that paperweight didn't really have any collision, so we just run right through it. Got the storage there, of course. I mean, of course, in the way of course I get that because it's an annoying one. See if I can make that. Cool, because that loop-de-loop is really slow. Go up here. Run along the wall. Because we can. Spin downhill again because it's faster. See. Alright, we didn't fly over the spring pad, so we're just gonna use it. Here we just skipped another upgrade, which was the ring dash thing. I haven't collected the thing in so long, I don't even know what's called again. But it's the upgrade that allows you to follow a path of rings. Yeah, we just skip it right, quite simply. And I said you had 10 minutes to complete the stage. I did in less than 2. And that's not even the best someone could have done. But right now, I'm just gonna keep quiet and let the next cutscene play out, and everyone can just go on and enjoy it, because yes, it's this cutscene. Alright, great example of the way the translation went wrong in this game. Because when they made the English voice lines, when they coded them into the game, they didn't give them their own point to start, so to say. So a lot of voice lines overlap one another, because the Japanese voice lines are shorter and don't overlap each other. But the English voice lines use the same timestamps for where to start. So you get some overlapping things. We're skipping through some cutscenes and we get Route 280. Which is technically a ruse stage, but also not, because we're driving a car. Couple of things to note about this stage. When you are speedrunning this game, my experience, this kind of starts feeling like an auto-scroller. My game was lagging there for a bit, so that was really scary. And also, you can see right in the top right, bottom right corner, actually, the word boost at Y. So if I press Y here, I get a small speed boost. And as you can also see, I'm constantly drifting. Now, this is something we call snaking. Snaking is broken. Please, game, don't do this to me. Snaking allows us to retain speed, but also not gain it through natural ways. So normally, normally the car has a speed cap. Snaking pretty much removes that speed cap. So if we now use a boost or gain some speed from going downhill, we keep that speed. I'm gonna keep this boost ready for when I'm in a pickle. I was kind of in a pickle right there, because going uphill, bumping into walls or into other cars does lose you a bit of speed. And besides that, yes, host. Words.
Words, I have those. Stay updated with our event by following us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle BSG Marathon. Get a behind the scenes look of the events and stay up to date with the latest news on our marathons, events and more. We are also in the process of uploading all of our VODs to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/BSG Marathon. Be sure to check it out and subscribe to find one new video in your feed.
Every single day, yeah.
Every single day.
Alright, so we're slowly getting towards the end of this run and this stage. Less than a minute left if I drive well. But this section is just a bit brutal. All those small corners and turns and all the other cars. And nice, I got a boost here, and I'm gonna keep this boost and not fall into that hole. That was way closer than I would have liked it. Because yeah, the downside of this stage is it has no checkpoint. So if you fail, you have to do it all over again. It takes you anywhere from 3.5 or 2.5 to 3 minutes. And I'm gonna use my boost here because this is the final straightaway. We were following Tails all this time. And if you look at Tails right now, you can see he's a completely different color than he's supposed to be. He's way more orange instead of his normal yellowish tone he has in this game. But we get Skyrail right now. That's more important. Skyrail is the shortest stage in the game on its own. And we're gonna make it even shorter. Or faster, I should say. Not taking into account the RNG stages, which can be as short as 10 seconds sometimes, if you get good RNG. I'm gonna glide down this hill. Alright. I wasn't supposed to somersault there, but sometimes the games do be like that. So I'm gonna use these giant pumpkins. If this all looks a bit familiar, Knuckles has a stage which is set in the same area, called Pumpkin Hill. But this is just it during daytime. Let's see if I can hit this. Great, I got a lot of speed, allows me to want to do something else. I didn't have enough speed. Alright, just do it this way. Finish with style and finish in less than a minute. So, we're gonna get another boss fight. We're gonna get Egg Golem, which is also a boss in Hero Story. But we're gonna fight the version that just got defeated by Sonic. And this is kind of a weird boss. Because we can only do our main damages by chipping it away with our cannon. And not get hit there. And it takes, strangely enough, it takes more damage on its left arm and when I shoot right on the cracks. Those cracks is the things we're trying to expose because for some reason there are bombs in there. Alright. And we took him down before he slammed his head on us. So now we're gonna get into the last Rouge stage, which is Mad Space. The gimmick of Mad Space is that everything is in reverse in one way or the other. And you'll see what I mean. Alright, machine... Alright, I think I know what that means. Because as you could see there, the first hint was in reverse. As in mirrored. So we're gonna fly right here, take this upgrade because I want to. There's a way to skip it, but I'm not good with it. The second hint per piece, because you can get up to 3 hints per piece. The second hint is a lie. If it says like in a high place, it's in a low place, and vice versa. I'm gonna check right here. No, it's not here. Far away from the inverted tower. It's not like that, so we know it's very close to the inverted tower. Which is this thing? I'm thinking real hard about where this piece is, and it should be him. Yeah, there he is. Right, flying pattern of the gravity meteorites. This is either a completely different piece than I'm thinking about. No, I was thinking about the right piece. Because there's also a piece that's located here whose hint is completely busted. Dangerous Moon. Alright, that could be 2 different pieces. So we're gonna check the one that's closest to us first. Although I doubt it, because pieces don't tend to spawn next to one another and never in the same area. Alright, it's not this one. Yeah, also the gravity on these planets isn't very good. Alright, it was the other dangerous moon. Come on, Rouge. As you can see, sometimes these stages can take multiple minutes, and sometimes, like I said, they can take like almost nothing. It's this one. But now we're gonna have a boss fight with Rouge. AKA, we're gonna fight Knuckles. Which, if we do it well, is over in about 16 seconds. We want to kill him under 20 seconds, because if we do that, we might as well just restart the fight, because it's nigh impossible to properly fight him after the 20-second mark. Because at the 20-second mark, the floor opens up, exposing lava, creating hot air that blows both of you everywhere. I'm just gonna do this. Keep him in the lock. There we go. 15 seconds. And I hope you all liked watching me do hover jumps, because we're not gonna use them again in stages. Maybe in the next boss fight, which is after this. Because here we have Cosmic Wall. The gimmick here is that the gravity is a whole lot less than what we would have either in the space station or on Earth, allowing us to jump much higher and further. And also, if the later we what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the later we use our hover, the more height we get out of them, because the hovers give us a little bit of height too. And we're gonna go out of bounds here in this stage. We haven't seen that in this run yet. And I'm gonna do it the very old school way, called Dream Skip, because the guy that found the skip once dreamt that it was possible to skip a portion of the stage by just clipping out of bounds and flying to the end. He tried it out and he found it. So I'm gonna go for that skip, mainly because it's easy and because of nostalgia. Alright, I was supposed to break a bit sooner. And during Dream Skip, the host will have enough to say, I hope. Any questions from chat, any plugs, any donations, you have more than enough time for.
All right, just stop me when you want to talk again. We want to thank Veilig Reserveren for offering BSG a ticketing system for our events. Veilig Reserveren is a Dutch ticketing system offering a back-end system for a variety of events.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna give a quick explanation of what we're doing. You just saw me clip out of bounds, and be very careful, because to our left there was a rail section. If you would have gotten too close to that, the camera would have been locked. If you now look to your left, you can see a part of the stage. We could land there and just play the stage normally again, but we can skip this stage even more by just keeping on flying until I see a visual cue. Alright, you can go again, host.
Okay, reminder that we're raising money for Mind. In every region of the world, mental disorders surpass 10% of the population. Governments seem to lack momentum in reducing the burden of mental health problems, as only 55% have mental health awareness and only 8% have suicide prevention plans. Organizations like Mind help raise awareness to the issue, helping us get one step closer to a world where everyone gets the help they need.
Yes, we are supporting a great cause here. I just majorly messed up by getting on this roller coaster. I was not supposed to be on this, and I'm thinking real hard about what I'm gonna do. If I'm either gonna attempt to skip again, or just play the stage out. I haven't played the stage out in a long time, so I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna play the stage out, because if I attempt to skip again and I fail again, we get to see this entire part again, because I can't reset to the last checkpoint. I kind of want to keep this run going, so I'll just see what I need to do. And what went wrong the first time is that I hit a death plane. I wasn't aligned well, so I yeah, just hit a death plane. It happens. So now we're just gonna fall down here, which is slow. Yeah, it's all coming back to me how this stage is supposed to go. And skipping great portion of the stages is a lot more fun. So while I figure out how to do this all, the host probably has something to say, right?
I do. Did you know that BSG supports small community events as well? You can see events like the Harvest Moon Marathon and the Colin McRae-a-thon happening live on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BSG Marathon, as well as we're currently hosting a Link to the Past randomizer tournament by some of our community members. You can also consider using your free monthly Twitch Prime subscription right here on the ESA channel. You will get access to all the ESA emotes as well as several BSG emotes, and you get to support both the events.
Alright, yes, that's great, all those extra events here. In Harvest Moon-a-thon, as boring as it may sound, that's quite interesting. Those guys do know a lot about those Harvest Moon games, and to anyone that's ever played one of those games or games similar, those games have a lot.
I watched the previous one and it was very entertaining to see those games go past.
Alright, so we're now at the second roller coaster. Don't know if this was the last one yet. I do know this game is supposed to end with a roller coaster section. But yeah, at least now you get to see some gameplay instead of me flying through space for a good couple of minutes. Because that's what Dream Skip is, just flying through space for a couple of minutes. Yeah, this is the last roller coaster. Normally would have been flying right next to this tube with a skip. But now we get chased by a giant drill for some reason, there we can see it. So we're gonna keep it a little bit at bay by popping shots at it. It's not really necessary, but I'm just gonna do it anyway, because my hands need to do something. There we go, and normally we would have landed right around here, grabbing the end of level. Alright, now we're gonna fight Tails again, but he has a little bit of an upgrade. He has 2 new attacks besides popping shots at us, which we will probably see. I hope we could only get to see one of them, because one of them we can exploit to get a few hits in on him, because as you can also see, he's a bit of a cheeky boy right here. Alright, we're gonna punch him, which was very slow. I'm gonna hover jump once again, so you can see a little bit of a bonus hover jump there to actually avoid the attack. There we go, he's done. Because that big laser attack is a bit annoying to avoid, because if it hits you, it puts you in a stun lock. So you're pretty much dead. Right there, just dead. So, now we get Final Chase, which is the last stage of this run. It's a shadow stage, just to go out with a blast. There is a really big skip in this stage, which is also really difficult. So I'm not gonna go for it. Oh, I wasn't supposed to hit that spring. Well, whatever. Gonna go for this. Jump down here. Alright. Hit this guy. So, as you can see, there are these weird gravity tubes here, which also behave very weird and inconsistent. Right there, I'm going for a skip that I failed. I was going for an extended hover, which I'll try to explain right now. While I'm going to attempt it again. This game, you have hover frames. Those hover frames determine how long you can be in the air. If I just slightly tap A, I get a short hop. If I hold A, I get a long jump. Both those jumps have the same amount of hover frames. And we can have those hover frames if we pass and... Alright, that was not even close. We can have those hover frames if we pass and unpass and keep holding A. If you unpass with A at least and keep holding A, we get those hover frames, which can give us just a bit of extra distance. And the more hover frames you can use after passing is determined how short of a hop we did. So the first time I accidentally did a bit of a long jump. I'm going to attempt it one more time because 3 times is the charm. It looks a lot better. There we go. And also extend my jumps by jump cancelling. Dash attack cancelling. Normally in this game, if you jump and then press jump again, do a dash attack. Not much to explain about it. I've been doing it all the time. If I press B right after dash attacking, it cancels the dash attack, but keeps the speed of a dash attack. So and it also propels us a little bit further forwards, which allows us to make certain jumps we would otherwise be unable to do. Downside of it is we can't go enemies. Also, downside of this stage is when you can get knocked off the stage with 1 hit. Right here, we're gonna go for something cheeky. Bump against the wall to get sent downwards. And hop on this rail. Grab this checkpoint for safety. Going for a little bit of a safe strat here. By jumping this way. Instead of going up and around, I'm just gonna go directly to where I want to be. Ooh, I hit that rail with not a lot of speed. That can also happen. I will simply just do this. Let's see if I can hit this at the right spot. No, I can't apparently. Alright, the stage is almost done. Alright, I didn't want to go there. But fine, I got some rings. Don't know what I'm gonna go do with them. So in a moment we're gonna do one last cheeky little skip. Or exploit or whatever. We're gonna get shot towards the gravity tube, but we don't want to be on it. So I'm just gonna go in the other direction and escape its gravity. And land ourselves right on the goal. So, we're almost done. There's only one thing left to do. That's to fight Sonic. And you can choke really hard on PP base at this fight. Do get ready on time though. It might be within 20-30 seconds. If I do this first try the way I want to do this. One more hit. Alright, the last hit wasn't coming through. I was keeping a nice rhythm. Time. Whew, what was my end time? My RTA time.
Got nobody from tech in here, so gotta wait for the stream delay. 48-10.
48. Ooh, that's a little bit overestimate. I'm sorry for that, guys. I was hoping I would do the skips a little bit better and not fail. In-game time was a 38:27, for those who were wondering. So yeah, that's actually it for me. Yeah, I'm your everyday speedrunner. You can find me at twitch.tv/YourEverydaySpeedrunner and pretty much everywhere else under the same name. Not on Match.com though. You're gonna find me there the hard way. Besides that, yeah, quick shoutouts to BSG, of course, for having me once again with this run. And thanks the host for being here with me and filling up the dead spaces.
Yeah, thank you for the awesome run. Next up is Jetty Dots with Paradox Lost.
Ooh, Jelly Dots. He's a fun guy to watch. I'm gonna lie. Are there any quick donations you want to read out before you guys send me off?
Sadly, no donations to read out.
Alright, then that's gonna be it for me. Guys, have fun with Jelly Dots, and you guys see me next marathon, because this is it for me. It was my last run. Enjoy the rest of the marathon for as long as it's gonna last, because it's not much left, so you better watch it. Guys, see ya.